After overwhelming victory in general elections, Sheikh Hasina is extending her rule in Bangladesh. However, the country's main opposition party, BNP, chose to boycott the election. Therefore, political analysts believe that Hasina is going to face mounting challenges at home and abroad. How she handles them will be decisive not just for Bangladesh but for South Asia. Take a look. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina swept to a fourth straight term in power, with her party winning almost 75% of the seats in a general election. The main opposition, Bangladesh Nationalist Party, which participated in the 2018 vote but kept away in 2014, boycotted the polls after Hasina refused its demands to resign and allow a neutral authority to run the general election.
Our country is the sovereign.
Hasina, on the other hand, celebrated her win and dismissed the opposition's criticism of the election as illegitimate during a news conference.
এবারের যে নির্বাচন এই নির্বাচনটা আরো একটু ব্যতিক্রমী। সাধারণত আমরা আমাদের দলের থেকে বা সব দলগুলি তারা তাদের প্রার্থী নির্বাচিত করে দেয়। এবার যেমন আমি আমাদের প্রার্থী নির্বাচিত করেছি, পাশাপাশি এই নির্বাচনটা উন্মুক্ত করে দিই যে যার ইচ্ছামতো দাঁড়াতে পারবে। এবং আপনারা দেখেছেন একটি দল তারা হয়তো অংশগ্রহণ করেনি, কারণ তারা কখনোই করতে চায় না, কারণ সেই দলগুলি যারা মিলিটারি ডিক্টেটরের হাতে তৈরি হয় আসলে তারা নিজেরা চলতে পারে না, তাদের কোনো জনসমর্থন থাকে না, তাই সরাসরি নির্বাচনকে তারা ভয় পায়।
In the news conference, Hasina said that a party's lack of participation in elections did not imply the absence of democracy. Playing down the boycott, Hasina referred to BNP as a terrorist party.
The election took place, they couldn't stop it, they tried their best to do it, but they didn't. So how do you define that? You never mention about that, how many people they killed till now. It is not only this year, 2013, 2014, 2015, they did the same thing. More than 3,000 people burned down, 500 were killed, and still people are suffering in the hospital. So how do you define that they are a democratic party? They are a terrorist party. It is terrorist activities.
Hasina said that her aim for the next 5 years was to boost the economy. However, political and economic experts in Bangladesh believe that Sheikh Hasina has to face tougher and more uncertain new term. Dr. Debapriya Bhattacharya, Dhaka-based economist and public policy analyst, spoke about the main challenges Hasina faces in her new term.
Because of the absence of the mainstream opposition parties in the election, the new government will have great challenge in terms of establishing its political legitimacy. And in the eyes of the civil society, I think it will also be questioned in terms of its moral legitimacy. So from that point of view, we haven't had an election, and we will see for quite some time the debates around the election, how it has happened, what had been the actual voter turnout rate, to what extent there had been false voting or rigging.
Amid geopolitical slugfest, India is closely monitoring the events unfolding in Bangladesh. However, for India, Sheikh Hasina has proved to be a reliable ally, as under Hasina's leadership, New Delhi's security establishment has received cooperation from Bangladeshi agencies. The two nations have maintained steady diplomatic relations over the years. India's link with Bangladesh are civilization, cultural, social and economic. India helped Bangladesh in the country's 1971 liberation war against Pakistan. Moreover, Hasina had spent 6 years of her life in exile in India following the assassination of her father, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Hasina resided in Delhi with her children under an assumed identity. Therefore, as the polling began, Hasina called New Delhi a trusted friend while highlighting India-Bangladesh ties. Hasina did not just acknowledge India's role in her nation's freedom, but also thanked the country for keeping her safe at a time when she was going through one of the most difficult stages of her life.
India is our tested friend during our liberation war. They supported us. Not only that, after 75, when we lost, we two sisters, you can see, when we lost our whole family, father, mother, brothers, everybody, only we two survived. So they gave me shelter. So we have our best wishes to the people of India.